Okay, so as I was just kind of walking through with Aline, my goal for this week or this month is for us to have less training and more action. So, what better way to do that is through just half an hour of a power hour. So, well, we call them half power hours, right? So, power hour is really when you're sitting down and you're doing the vital behaviors in your business for a full hour. It's not scrolling Facebook or scrolling Instagram or going on Amazon and buying something. It's doing the work that it takes in order to plant the seeds, to follow up with our customers, to check in with people. So I'm just going to have a few things that we're going to mark through, and I'll set a timer just so we kind of have an awareness of how long it can take to do something. And when you find yourself wandering, you're like, oh, okay, geez, I realize that I really think I'm working, but I'm not, right? Hey, Nicole. So I'll set the timer, and it's just going to be an opportunity for us to work together, okay? So you can mute your backgrounds if you got stuff going on, just so we can limit any distractions as we're all kind of putting our heads down. Let me find my timer. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. And what we're going to do is you're going to go back through your last 3 to 5 posts and go take inventory of the people that have commented and or liked, and you're going to send them a private message. Okay, so maybe it's your mom and your best friend, if it's your sister, your best friend, or somebody that you talk to every day, that's one thing. But if it's somebody that you got a coworker I haven't talked to in years, or you see them pop up in your posts all the time, but yet you never really engage in conversation with them offline, then that's what the goal is. So for 10 minutes, you're going to go back through your last 3 to 5 posts, or however long it takes you in the 10 minutes, and reach out and connect with people that have taken the time to comment, and then reach out to the ones that have liked your post and send them a direct message. And the direct message is super light. It is not anything that's like, hey, by the way, I'm doing a challenge group. Would you like to join me? It's really just, hey, thanks for taking the time. How are you doing? We're just checking in on people. They took the time to hop on our post and say hello or comment and share their thoughts. So now we are going to just end up in their inbox and check in on them. I think that that's really what people need right now. So I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to mute myself, and I am going to get to work as well. So we'll have like all these crazy eyes looking in the camera, and we'll get to work. So there you go. So 10 minutes is set, and I know we just had somebody hop on, so I just wanted to kind of share with you, Josie, what we're doing. I have the timer set for 10 minutes, and we're going back through our last 3 to 5 posts, whether on Facebook or Instagram, and we're going to send a direct message, just checking in on those individuals, seeing how they're doing, whatever kind of personal thing you can, maybe you need to pop on their stuff and see what they've said, or they've been posting about, and just go connect with them. We're not inviting them to anything. We're just connecting with them and just warming up the relationship. So we have 10 minutes to do that. All right. Got about 4 minutes left. All right, get in your last few. We got about a minute to go. All right. So we have about 20 seconds to go. So just wrap up, and I'm gonna talk through what our next. I think we're gonna do another. Let's say we do 5 minutes, because we're gonna hang out together for till 10:30. So hopefully you guys have your prospect list. I mean, literally mine is in, excuse me, a spiral notebook. So, and I really enjoyed the tip that Brittany had given last week. And she's got basically a page, and she starts commenting or starts writing their names down as they engage in conversation. So I hope that you guys employ that whole connection thing you just did often. Maybe it's not every day because people are showing up the same people, but maybe it's 1 or 2 people. And as you have a conversation with them, start writing them down. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna set the timer. We're gonna go follow up to the people that we have talked to as far back as January. If you haven't connected them with a while, or maybe you followed up last month and you didn't hear anything, just a quick, hey, how you doing? I just wanted to check in. And if it's like they've ghosted you, drop a GIF that's kind of like goofy. You know, I always like the Ace Ventura one when he's like this, right? So I make fun of it, and you know what? Half the time I get a response back, like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, my kid opened it, and I meant to respond and I didn't." I mean, that's kind of how a lot of people. Oh, hey Nicole, it's you! Yay! It said Josie on yours, so we have two Nicoles on, but it was Josie Wells. I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is. So sorry, I just got distracted. I had to say hi. Okay, so for 5 minutes, I'm gonna set the timer. Just go back to everyone that you've talked to in the past that you've invited, and just follow up, saying, hey, listen, I don't want to be a nuisance. But you know what? You've been on my mind. I know we talked about this. We were hot on the idea because you were ready to do something. And if it's similar to where we're at now here in Seattle, that sorry, I'm gonna say it, our stupid governor has basically shut down all of the gyms because they're requiring 17 feet of social distancing, which is annihilating all of the small fitness facilities. So basically, all the fitness gyms around here are just going to shut down. They're not going to be able to survive. So it's a great opportunity not to go prey on anybody, but to keep them dialed into a community so they don't feel that defeat of, oh my God, I can't go to the place that helps me stay mentally happy, right? So 5 minutes, going to set the timer, go back through your follow ups, and just show up in their lives and go. About 1 more minute, you guys. So let's just finish up our last few follow-ups. Okay, let me stop my timer. So for the last 7 minutes, it's 10:23, so we'll hit till 10:30. What we want to do is I want you guys to go through your like set it like this is when it's critical to set the timer if we're not working in this environment is to go through your Facebook and start showing up on people's stuff that maybe are not obviously that I don't know if you know my that your feed tends to probably have all the Facebook groups that you're a part of, coaching stuff, whatever. So I want you to try and change the algorithm on your social feed so you start seeing non Beachbody stuff, right? So you see your friends, you see the people that maybe you've been writing down or that you've been thinking about that would love to do this, or was a gym rat, but now they can't go anymore. And I want you to go pop on their stuff and start seeing what they're up to. And if you haven't messaged them, then check in with them. But start liking and commenting. I mean, I wouldn't go to their Facebook page and go and like the last 3. I feel like you can do that on Instagram pretty much, but Facebook, it's a little bit of a different animal. So the goal for this next now 6 minutes, and I'll shut up, is to change your algorithm. So you have people that are unrelated to Beachbody or what we do in your customers that you're starting to see other people, and you remember that there are more people out there than just our team or your challenge group customers. All right, so I'm gonna set the timer for that, and we'll take us through the end. And if you guys bookmarked time to work still, then I encourage you guys to just go back through this process. And I assume all you guys have done your personal development and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna set the timer and let's get to work. All right, you guys, it is exactly at the half hour mark. So we'll do this each week, and I've been debating about filtering in other coaches' power hours, but I think hopefully you guys kind of allowed the simplicity of the actions that needed to be done, right? And how easy it is to get distracted. So setting a timer and having some sort of visual to follow. I recorded this, so I'll pop it into our group if you want to go back and kind of revisit it. But basically, just to refresh what we just went through is we went back through our last 3 to 5 social media posts, and we just checked in with the people that took the time to comment and or like the post, because sometimes you have people that are just lurking, and send them a message and it's like, oh gosh, awesome. And then what that does also is that now it's recognizing that you like their stuff, and that you might see their posts pop up on your feed a little more often, hopefully. Okay, then we followed up with anyone that we've invited in the past. It might be a very short list and it might be a very long list depending on how long you've been a coach for, but we need to always have a list to work from in order to continue to move our business. Okay, don't forget it's Team Cup month. So if you're registered on Team Cup, which I got 2 of my teammates on here, we have our $10 off codes to give them. So make sure that you leverage those and really kind of hold them like as a coveted, oh my God, $10 off. Who doesn't like to save money, right? So we did follow-ups, and then we went and tried to go to people's feeds that we don't normally see, and try and change the algorithm a little bit so we have a little bit of a fresh look, right? So we know that there's other people out there aside from other Beachbody coaches or our favorite celebrity handles, right? So that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to continue to get to work. So I know at my Team Cup, we have a check-in call at 1 o'clock this afternoon Pacific, and in the evening, Aline, for you. But you guys, thanks for hopping on. This was really helpful for me too. So I get just as much out of it as hopefully you guys do too. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing how everyone does with Team Cup. All right. Bye, ladies.